Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are reviewing the Zeo Cogs 2-pack from the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a neat looking 2-pack. This is another thing that I pre-ordered forever ago, had right when it came out and didn't review. I just review things as I feel like it, you know? And right now I just feel like finishing off the Lightning Collection stuff that I never reviewed. And this is the next one. A 2-pack. Pretty cool. It's their plastic-free packaging. I actually think this might have been before the plastic-free packaging. You know what? I think it was, but this was an online exclusive. So that's why it doesn't have the window. I think that's what it was. This was a Pulse exclusive. But yeah, let's pop them open and check them out. And here they are out of package. The Zeo Cogs, yes, with a red and the silver. Let's take a look at them. Articulation is exactly the same, so I'm just going to show you on one of them. You have up and down on the head, side to side, and an eye on the arms. Got that nice butterfly joint. Up and down, forward and back with that nice 360 rotation. You have a bicep swivel, a double, as in elbow bend, a wrist rotation, forward and back on those boyish little bird wrists. A lot of torso movement, waist crunch, in and out on the leggies, forward but not really back because of the hard plastic bussy, not a rubber covered bussy like McFarlane or NECA would do. But you do have, well, that one's not moving. Okay, there we go. A nice thigh swivel, double knee bend, a boot swivel, up and down on the feet, and an ankle pivot with peg holes. Pretty cool. Detail and paint wise, let's just go ahead and look at silver first. I like that it's a nice metallic paint on the head, real clean little black lines on there too with the eyes and everything. You can see all these little dots all on the chest and down on the legs. You might not be able to see them well on camera, but in person they really do make a lot of the difference. Most of this silvery color is like plastic. Very little of it is actually painted, like that silver is painted. But the paint on this guy is really clean as opposed to a lot of the Lightning Collection stuff I've reviewed recently. And the red one, the plastic, is a more consistent color than the silver, but he doesn't have all the little detailed dots. So I guess that's the trade-off for those guys. But otherwise, everything else is pretty much the same. It's the same sculpt. They also have the same accessories. As you can see, they each have a closed head, and they each have holding hands. But there's far more than that. They each come with an opened head. Pretty interesting. A lot of cool detail and paint inside the heads. Really like that. You also get two of these energy effects. These clamp on the chest so that it can look like they're being struck by the Rangers. That's actually pretty cool. Very fun, very creative. They each come with a fully painted collapsed staff, which is kind of neat, but they also each come with a fully painted extended staff. Ching, ching. Very cool, very ace. Nice metallic paint on the tips. And don't worry, the chests aren't the only energy effects. These can also slip over their fists to throw energized punches. So that way their only energy effect isn't for when they're being defeated, it can also be for when they themselves are fighting and doing some nice damage, even though we all know that these guys aren't really known for actually hurting the Rangers. They also each get a right hand that punches and a left hand that grapples, but no right grapple hand and no right punchy hand. So that's a little odd. But these are probably what I'll display them with instead of their weapons. You know, they're just the grunts, so probably display them with these. Now how about we go on record with Naughty Cat here, and some size comparisons. Here on the left we have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Space Pink Ranger, and on the right the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Blue Ranger. He's a relatively recent review, she's a pretty recent review. And everyone I show in size comparisons will be figures that I have reviewed, FYI. But they look like they scale well with their own line, as well as different Ranger teams, which is really nice. And I always say that all a figure needs to scale well is its own line. But let's show them with some other lines anyways. How about some Japanese stuff? Here is the Poppy Magishine and the Sentai Hero Series 2 Kaiser, both from Bandai Japan. Honestly, they're not going to go with the Magishine. And while 2 Kaiser does look kind of big for them, since they're the grunts that all battle in, you know, big groups, you might be able to make it work. Like, it doesn't feel super weird that they're much smaller than him, you know, especially since they're robots. But once again, these were people in suits. So, like, in a technical sense, no, they don't scale. But in, like, a does it feel right kind of sense, yeah, I think it could work. But for the most part, Lightning Collections don't usually work with the Sentai Hero series, and they definitely aren't working with the Poppies. Anyhow, let's continue on to Hasbro's most recent kids line, Dino Fury. Here's the Dino Fury Void Knight, who, if he ever teamed up with the Cogs, would be in charge of them. And the one who would kick their asses, the Cosmic Armor Green Ranger. They just feel too big, you know? Like, they shouldn't be towering over. Though they're not towering, but they are taller than everybody, and they're thicker, too. So yeah, they don't scale well with this cheaper kids line, but they're not really intended to, you know? It's just not right. But, lastly, I want to show them with some Tokusatsu Henshin Hero characters that aren't Power Rangers, and are also different lines, which I guess they'd have to be. But here we have the White Dragon from Volaverse, and the Japanese Spider-Man from Hasbro Marvel Legends. These are both also 1/12 scale 6-inch toys, and they look great. I could really see a group of these going up against Spider-Man as well as the White Dragon. It really feels right. I think it could work pretty well. Really, I do. These guys look great. And that's nice to know. So, all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Cogs from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Hasbro? They're pretty cool. They're neat little figures. If you like to army build the grunts, this 2-pack is a must. There is also a single-carded kind of silver one. Will I ever get it? Maybe not. It's really low on my Lightning Collection list, to be completely honest. Even though it's the only way to get the unique weapons for the Blue Ranger, which is really stupid. It's the only way to get the Blue Ranger's unique weapons. That's super dumb that is the case. But 'tis the world we live in, father. Oh, yeah, that's nice. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.